Welcome back to the B&B Spoilers channel. Today, we're diving into the latest emotional roller coaster from the bold and the beautiful, where heartfelt reconciliations, shocking health revelations, and unexpected romantic twists take center stage. From Steffy Forrester's surprising act of kindness to Bill Spencer's desperate mission to save his son, this update is packed with drama, hope, and heartbreak. Let's unpack the intricate web of relationships and secrets that are set to unfold in the coming episodes, as the residents of Los Angeles face life-changing challenges and rediscover the bonds that tie them together. First, let's talk about Steffy Forrester, who is about to make a gesture so grand it could redefine her tumultuous dynamic with Hope Logan. For years, their rivalry has been a cornerstone of tension at Forrester Creations, with bitter disagreements over business and personal matters tearing them apart. However, in a stunning turn of events, Steffy will extend an olive branch in a way that no one saw coming. Picture this, a lavish company event where Steffy publicly acknowledges Hope's talents and contributions, offering her a chance to return to Forrester Creations with a fresh start. This isn't just a quiet agreement behind closed doors, it's a deliberate, heartfelt display of unity that sends ripples through the company. Employees whisper in hallways, stunned by this unexpected truce, while Steffy's speech about forgiveness and collaboration brings a rare moment of warmth to the cutthroat world of fashion. But what drives this sudden change of heart? It's not just about business. The duo's newfound camaraderie stems from a shared concern for someone they both deeply care about: Liam Spencer. Speaking of Liam, the tragic news of his health crisis is the emotional anchor of this storyline. B&B Spoilers reveal that Liam has been diagnosed with an inoperable mass, a devastating blow that leaves both Steffy and Hope reeling. As they grapple with the reality that Liam's time may be limited, old grudges seem trivial. Imagine the heart-wrenching scenes as the two women sit together, reminiscing about their shared history with Liam, from passionate romances to painful betrayals. Through tearful conversations, they realize that honoring Liam's wish for peace between them is more important than any past conflict. Hope, with her gentle sincerity, will take the first step by offering a heartfelt apology for her role in the corporate takeover drama that once fractured their relationship. Steffy, moved by Hope's vulnerability, reciprocates by not only accepting the apology but also orchestrating Hope's return to Forrester Creations with open arms. It's a moment of catharsis, a chance to rebuild trust, and a testament to the power of compassion in the face of tragedy. Naturally, not everyone is convinced by this sudden harmony. Rich Forrester, ever the protective father and shrewd businessman, watches this reconciliation with a skeptical eye. He's seen Steffy clash with Hope too many times to believe that this truce is purely organic. In private, he might corner Steffy at the Forrester mansion, his piercing gaze searching for answers as he questions her motives. "What's really behind this, Steffy?" he'll ask, sensing there's more to the story. Steffy, determined to keep Liam's diagnosis under wraps for now, will dodge the interrogation with vague responses about wanting to move forward for the sake of the company's future. Meanwhile, her efforts to speak positively about Hope in board meetings and family gatherings only deepen Ridge's suspicions. Could this be a strategic play, or is Steffy hiding a personal pain that even her father can't fathom? Ridge's instincts tell him something deeper is at play, and fans can expect tense confrontations as he digs for the truth. On the other side of this complex family dynamic, Hope faces her own wave of curiosity from those closest to her. Brooke Logan, her fiercely supportive mother, and Carter Walton, her once close confidant, are overjoyed to see Hope reintegrated into Forrester Creations with a renewed sense of purpose. Brooke, ever the optimist, might envision this apology softening Ridge's heart, paving the way for a romantic reunion between them. In a cozy moment over coffee at the Logan estate, Brooke could muse aloud, "This could be our chance, Hope." If Ridge sees us healing as a family, maybe he'll remember what we had. But Ridge's heart seems firmly anchored elsewhere, as his bond with Taylor Hayes grows stronger by the day. Spoilers hint at a breathtaking moment on the horizon: a surprise marriage proposal under the starlit sky at a secluded beach, where Ridge reaffirms his devotion to Taylor with a dazzling ring and promises of forever. Will Taylor say yes, or will lingering doubts about Brooke cloud her decision? Meanwhile, Carter can't help but wonder if Hope's return signals a chance to rekindle their romance. His longing looks across the office speak volumes as he recalls their stolen moments of passion. Yet, Hope's mind is elsewhere, consumed by thoughts of Liam and the life they could have shared. As she processes the devastating news of his brain tumor, she might find herself lost in daydreams of alternate futures, imagining a world where they built a family free from conflict. Late at night, alone in her room, she could clutch an old photo of them, tears streaming down her face as she whispers, "What if we had more time?" This emotional turmoil leaves little room for Carter's hopes, setting the stage for a poignant exploration of unrequited love and missed opportunities. At the heart of this tragedy is Bill Spencer, whose world is turned upside down by Liam's prognosis. Known for his ruthless business tactics and larger-than-life persona, Bill faces a vulnerability he's never known before. The realization that his son is slipping away forces him to reevaluate his priorities with a raw, unflinching honesty. Picture Bill in his sleek office at Spencer Publications, staring out over the city skyline as he grapples with regret over the years spent prioritizing power over family. Determined to make up for lost time, he vows to forge a deeper connection with Liam, even if it's in the 11th hour. Their conversations, once rare and strained, now carry an urgency. Shared meals at upscale restaurants turn into heartfelt exchanges about life, love, and legacy. Bill's transformation from a cold mogul to a devoted father is a powerful arc, showcasing the depths of his often hidden humanity. But Bill isn't content to sit idly by as Liam's condition worsens. Armed with his vast wealth and global connections, he launches a relentless crusade to find a solution. Spoilers suggest he'll pour millions into research, flying in top specialists from Europe and Asia to consult on experimental treatments that could defy the odds. Imagine high-stakes meetings in sterile hospital boardrooms, where Bill's commanding presence intimidates even the most seasoned doctors into exploring uncharted medical territory. He might publicly declare, "I've built an empire from nothing, and I'll be damned if I don't fight for my son with everything I've got." Even if these efforts prove futile, Bill's determination to leave no stone unturned offers a glimmer of hope in a storyline steeped in sorrow. Beyond medical miracles, he may also orchestrate grand gestures to ensure Liam's remaining days are filled with joy, perhaps a private jet trip to a destination Liam always dreamed of visiting, complete with cherished family moments captured forever. As these interwoven stories unfold, the bold and the beautiful promises to deliver an emotional tapestry of reconciliation, loss, and resilience. Steffy and Hope's truce, born from shared grief, challenges the very foundation of their rivalry, while Ridge and Taylor's romance teeters on the brink of a lifelong commitment. Bill's desperate fight for Liam's life reminds us of the fragility of time, urging every character to cherish the present. Next, we're delving into a heart-wrenching chapter of The Bold and the Beautiful, where secrets unravel, emotions run high, and long-standing rivalries are tested by tragedy. The spotlight shines on Steffy Forrester, Hope Logan, and the devastating truth about Liam Spencer's health that threatens to change everything. As Steffy grapples with a moral dilemma and Hope faces a shocking revelation, the residents of Los Angeles are reminded of life's fragility. Join us as we explore the intricate details of this poignant storyline, complete with new twists and vivid scenes that will keep you glued to your screens. Let's begin with Steffy Forrester, who finds herself at a crossroads over Liam's closely guarded secret. For weeks, she has been urging Liam to share his terminal prognosis with Hope, believing that transparency is the kindest path forward. Yet, Liam, overwhelmed by pain and fear, has hesitated, unable to find the right moment to shatter Hope's world. Picture a tense scene at the Forrester estate, where Steffy paces restlessly by a grand window, her reflection mirroring the storm of emotions within. She replays Liam's reluctance in her mind, his voice trembling as he begged her to keep silent during a late-night conversation. But the weight of this burden grows heavier by the day, and Steffy knows she can't carry it alone much longer. Her internal struggle is palpable. Loyalty to Liam clashes with her conviction that Hope deserves to know the truth. This isn't just about breaking a promise, it's about giving Hope the chance to prepare for an unimaginable loss. Steffy's decision is further complicated by their tumultuous history, making her next move all the more unpredictable. The tension escalates when Steffy resolves to take matters into her own hands. In a bold move, she decides to confront Hope directly, choosing Brooke's cozy home as the setting for this life-altering conversation. Imagine the quaint living room, adorned with family photos and soft lighting, a stark contrast to the emotional storm about to unfold. Steffy arrives unannounced, her heart pounding as she knocks on the door, unsure if Liam has already revealed his condition. Does Hope already know, or is she blissfully unaware of the heartbreak awaiting her? As Steffy stands on the threshold, her mind races with possibilities. If Hope is still in the dark, Steffy must decide whether to honor Liam's wishes or shatter the illusion with the painful truth. It's a moment of agonizing indecision, her hand trembling as she prepares to step inside. Fans can feel the weight of this choice, knowing that whatever happens next will redefine relationships across the board. Hope, meanwhile, greets Steffy with a mix of suspicion and irritation, embodying the adversarial dynamic that has defined their interactions for years. Unaware of the true reason for Steffy's visit, she braces herself for another round of conflict, perhaps expecting a lecture about Forrester creations or past betrayals. Visualize Hope standing in the doorway, arms crossed, her expression guarded as she quips, "What brings you here, Steffy? Another argument over old wounds?" The air crackles with unresolved tension as the two women face off, their history of rivalry looming large. Before they can address the real purpose of the visit, their conversation inevitably spirals into a passionate recounting of past grievances, from the corporate coup that rocked Forrester Creations to Hope's subsequent dismissal. It's classic Bold and Beautiful, where every encounter carries the weight of years of drama, setting the stage for an emotional turning point neither woman anticipates. As the conversation unfolds, Hope begins to notice subtle cues that something is deeply wrong. Steffy's usual sharpness is replaced by a fragile demeanor, her eyes glistening with unshed tears as she struggles to maintain composure. Hope's intuition, already heightened by Liam's recent odd behavior, kicks into overdrive. She recalls moments that didn't quite add up, Liam's unexpected decision to move in with Steffy and Finn, his insistent nudges for her to reconcile with Carter, and those hauntingly tender words during their last meeting, "I've been so lucky to have you in my life." Add to that his visible winces of pain during their encounters, and Hope's confusion morphs into a gnawing sense of dread. Sitting across from Steffy on Brooke's worn leather couch, she senses the gravity of the moment, her voice softening as she asks, "What's going on? Why do you look like you're about to break?" It's a raw, vulnerable exchange, the kind that strips away years of animosity and lays bare the shared humanity beneath. Steffy, overcome by emotion, makes the heart-wrenching choice to break her promise to Liam. She takes a deep breath, her hands fidgeting with the edge of a throw pillow, before looking Hope in the eye and delivering the devastating news. "It's about Liam," she begins, her voice cracking. "He's sick, Hope. Really sick. And he might not have much time left." The words hang heavy in the air, each syllable a dagger to Hope's heart. Steffi's decision isn't made lightly, it's rooted in the belief that if their roles were reversed, she would want to know the truth. She imagines the pain of being kept in the dark, robbed of the chance to say goodbye or to shield her own child from the suddenness of loss. By revealing Liam's condition, Steffy offers Hope a bittersweet gift: the opportunity to prepare herself and her young daughter for the inevitable. It's a gesture of profound empathy, one that transcends their rivalry and underscores the enormity of what they're facing. Losing Liam puts every petty disagreement into perspective, rendering past conflicts insignificant in the shadow of this tragedy. Hope's reaction, though yet to be fully revealed on screen, promises to be one of the most gut-wrenching moments in recent Bold and Beautiful history. Imagine the camera lingering on her face as Steffi's words sink in, her eyes widening in disbelief, her breath catching as the reality of Liam's prognosis crashes over her like a tidal wave. The room seems to shrink around her, the familiar walls of Brooke's home offering no comfort as she processes the unimaginable. Will she collapse into tears, reaching out to Steffy for support in a rare moment of unity? Or will shock give way to anger, a desperate plea for this to be some cruel misunderstanding? Fans can only brace themselves for the emotional fallout, picturing Hope grappling with memories of her life with Liam, the laughter, the love, and the dreams they once shared. This revelation isn't just about losing a former partner, it's about confronting the fragility of life and the weight of unspoken goodbyes. Tissue boxes will undoubtedly be a necessity as viewers witness Hope navigate this harrowing news. Beyond the immediate shock, this storyline sets the stage for profound shifts in relationships across the canvas. Steffi's decision to tell Hope could strain her bond with Liam, who might feel betrayed by her disregard for his wishes. Yet, it also opens the door for a tentative alliance between Steffy and Hope, united by their shared grief and love for Liam. Picture late-night conversations at a quiet diner, the two women sipping coffee as they plan ways to make Liam's remaining time meaningful, perhaps organizing a small family gathering at a scenic park he always loved, filled with laughter and cherished moments. Meanwhile, the ripple effects will touch others, from Brooke offering Hope unwavering maternal support to Carter stepping back as he senses her heart remains with Liam. This tragedy becomes a catalyst, forcing characters to reevaluate priorities and mend broken ties before it's too late. Next, we're stepping into the emotionally charged world of the Bold and the Beautiful, where a shocking health crisis for Liam Spencer takes center stage, unraveling family ties and sparking hope for a miracle. From a heated confrontation with his father, Bill Spencer, to a life-altering diagnosis, Liam's journey is fraught with tension, vulnerability, and the desperate search for answers. Join us as we dive deep into this compelling storyline, enriched with fresh details, vivid imagery, and new layers to the drama that has fans on the edge of their seats. Let's start with the dramatic moment that set this heartbreaking chain of events in motion. Picture a sleek, modern office at Spencer Publications, where Liam and Bill are locked in a fiery argument under the harsh glow of fluorescent lights. Their voices echo off the glass walls as Bill, with his signature intensity, berates Liam for what he perceives as a lifetime of dependency. "You've had everything handed to you on a silver platter," Bill thunders, his words cutting deep as he accuses Liam of coasting through life on his father's wealth and influence. Liam, visibly shaken, fires back with a mix of defiance and hurt, desperate to prove his worth. But as Bill storms out, leaving a charged silence in his wake, Liam is suddenly overcome by a wave of dizziness. The room spins, his vision blurs, and before he can steady himself, he collapses, his head striking the edge of a polished mahogany desk with a sickening thud. This terrifying incident, witnessed only by the empty office, marks the beginning of a devastating revelation that will shake the Spencer family to its core. The aftermath of Liam's fall leads to a chilling discovery that no one could have anticipated. Rushed to the hospital by a concerned colleague who found him unconscious, Liam undergoes a series of urgent tests in the sterile, white-walled emergency room. Doctors, their faces grim behind surgical masks, deliver the staggering news. Liam has an inoperable mass in his brain, a silent threat that has likely been growing undetected for months. The prognosis is bleak, casting a shadow over his future and raising the haunting possibility that his time may be running out. Yet, amidst the despair, a flicker of hope emerges from the memory of another medical miracle in the Forrester family. Fans will recall how Eric Forrester, once on the brink of death from a mysterious ailment, was saved by Finn's innovative expertise. Could lightning strike twice? Whispered conversations in hospital corridors buzz with speculation as loved ones cling to the dream of a groundbreaking procedure that might defy the odds for Liam. The tension between resignation and hope paints every scene with a bittersweet urgency. Liam's journey through this crisis is brought to life with raw emotion by his portrayer, Scott Clifton, who recently opened up about the complexity of this storyline in an exclusive interview with Soap Opera Digest. Clifton divides Liam's arc into two distinct eras, the pre-diagnosis days of denial and the post-diagnosis reality of facing mortality. Reflecting on the moments before the truth came to light, Clifton admits the scripts left much to interpretation, requiring him to craft Liam's motivations from instinct. "I had to imagine the weight of that collapse and what it meant to him," Clifton shared, describing how he chose to play Liam as a man grappling with shame and secrecy. In those early hospital scenes, imagine Liam lying in a stark bed, his head bandaged, adamantly refusing visitors as he wrestles with the fear of being seen as weak. Clifton's insight adds depth to Liam's insistence that no one beyond a trusted few be informed, portraying a character desperate to maintain control even as his body betrays him. Delving deeper into the events leading to Liam's collapse, Clifton ties the incident directly to the explosive clash with Bill. He paints a vivid picture of the emotional toll that argument took, suggesting that the stress and anxiety of Bill's harsh words slicing through Liam's sense of self-worth triggered a physical reaction.